Hello friends! If you're new, welcome to my channel. If you're coming back, welcome back. I really do appreciate you. Today I'm going to be talking about the influence of empires on religion. This is the second part of Egypt. Not much else I need to say. Let's get on with the video. Many Egyptian gods reign, their power dwindles, then they retire, leaving their kingdom to a son. For example, Osiris has a mortal body, he dies and is restored to life through magic and love. Egyptians tied this cycle of dying and rising to the annual cycle of vegetation. But it was also associated with the immortality of the soul. In Egyptian mythology, then, as with the Christian mythology, we see the renewal of the natural world linked with resurrection of humans in the afterlife. Starting with Sumer and Babylon and going forward into the Egyptian Empire, we see the resurrection motif taking shape. What is a Heliacal Rising? I'm no astronomer, but I can give you a basic definition. It refers to a natural phenomenon in which a star sets in the west right after sunset, and in 70 days it reappears just before sunrise in the east. The star of Sirius was associated with the resurrection of Isis. In 3300 CE, the Heliacal Rising of Sirius coincided both with the summer solstice and the annual flooding of the Nile. This is a picture of Isis as depicted by the Egyptians. She is not only associated with Sirius, but also with agricultural renewal in Egypt. Sirius arises in the constellation of Orion, which Egyptians associated with Osiris. One can immediately see the parallels between the Star of Egypt and the Star of Bethlehem. This is an artist's rendition of the Ark of the Covenant using the Bible as a guide. Looking at the pictures of Isis and the Ark of the Covenant, you cannot tell me that the Ark of the Covenant did not have anything to do with Isis. They look too similar. So I have time to tell you about the myth about Isis and Osiris, but it will be a very simplified version. In the beginning, there existed nothing but a primeval mound, and upon this mound, a goose laid an egg from which Ra emerged as a bird of light that created all there is. Geb and Nut were among the other gods who were created, siblings, as well as husband and wife. Nut soon found herself pregnant with 5 more gods. Among these were Isis and Osiris, who eventually married. Osiris became ruler of his people and taught them many things, and the people loved him. Set, brother of Isis and Osiris, saw how much the people loved Osiris and became jealous. So he devised a way to get the throne for himself. After one of Osiris's long journeys, Set invited him to a banquet. As the meal ended, Set brought out a box inlaid with precious gems and promised it to the person who fitted. Unbeknownst to Osiris, Set's servants had gotten his measurements. When Osiris got in, Set closed the lid and nailed it shut. To make a long story short, Isis finds the body of her husband, retrieves it, and hides it again. Set finds it, and in anger cuts it up. Ra hears Isis's cries and sends Anubis and Thoth to help her. Together, the gods and goddesses sewed Osiris's body back together, anointed it with oil, and wrapped it in linen. Isis then magically forces breath into her husband by becoming a bird and flapping her wings to force breath into Osiris. However, Osiris isn't really alive, and so he goes down and becomes god of the undead, and his son Horus becomes god of the living. Set also tries to kill the baby Horus because he knows that Horus has claim to the throne. However, he fails, and Horus, once grown, takes vengeance for his father by killing Set. Well, friends, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, press the subscribe button, and if you want to know when I come out with new content, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. My Twitter, Discord, email, and PayPal links are in the description, along with the sources that I used for this episode. If you wish to support the channel, you may do so on my PayPal link. Keep learning and searching for truth. Here are a few videos from my library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, friends, goodbye.